Cam here, and welcome to my new YouTube channel. Yay! If you don't know me, I am Camelia from the blog Camelia Reads, where I post a lot of bookish content, discussions, interviews, and sometimes book tags if I actually remember to do them. So, welcome to my YouTube channel. As I said earlier, this is gonna be my new platform. It's not gonna replace my blog, but it's probably where I am going to be posting reviews and book recommendations. You can read more about this in my 2021 blog changes, which I will link below. So, for today, we are going to set my TBR, not January, it's going to be January, Feb, and March because I am a slow reader. So, we're going to set my TBR using my Spotify Wrapped Music. If you listen to a lot of music, you know that Spotify does this whole what do you call it? Okay, basically Wrapped, where they show you the most listened to music, the music that you've listened to the most, shows you the minutes and the top artists. So for today, I'm just gonna go through the top 5. If you want me to do top 10, that's something I would probably do on my blog because I don't want to take up too much time here on YouTube, especially being a new blogger. So, once again, welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Woo! Should not have done that. So we're gonna start up song number 5, and this one I owe it to your Tita Kate, who is a blogger and a booktuber as well. She made a playlist for Queen Talian and her husband Rai from the Icazar Falcon by K.S. Veloso. Highly recommend that book, by the way. And this song is called An Unhealthy Obsession by the Blake Robinson Synthetic Orchestra. It was a song that I really listened to on repeat during my 2020. And the book that I chose for this is called An Unremarkable Body by Elisa Lodato, and this is the person who recommended this book to me at the grocery store. At the bookstore, mentioned that it is a very haunting read, that it leaves an impact on you. Basically, the story is about a woman who goes back to her hometown, I believe, because her mother had died, and the medical examiner provides a report of her mother's death, and the woman, the main character, is motivated to write her own version of events, and she begins to explore her mother's life, which in a way we could say is like with an obsession. And I think it's gonna also deal with how people you love have their own, lives before you, and what those lives are, and do you really know the people that you love? It also talks about grief, it talks about loss, it talks about motherhood, and it does not seem like it's going to be a really big book to get through, but I think it's going to be really thought-provoking, and I am really excited to get started on it and share my thoughts with you on this one. So that's book number 5. So song number 4 is surprise. I'm not sure how it made it on this list because I don't really remember listening to it that much, but it's there, so apparently I did. But yeah, it's there. So the song is Falling by Harry Styles. I interpreted this song as something of a cry for help, a song where you don't really feel comfortable with yourself. Reading through the lyrics, it looked like it was a song about a breakup, but I'm gonna disregard that fact and just focus on the part where he sings about not being comfortable with himself, not knowing who he is exactly. So based on that, the book I picked is If I Had Your Face by Frances Cha. Firstly, beautiful cover. I absolutely love it. I know I featured this book cover in my blog post about favorite book covers or book covers that I tend to pick. Either way, I'll link that down below if you want to take a look at it. So this book is about the phenomenon of plastic surgery that is happening in South Korea. It follows four young women as they try to navigate that kind of society. So it says here plastic surgery is as routine as getting a haircut, where women compete for spots in secret room salons to entertain wealthy businessmen after hours, where K-pop stars are the object of all-consuming obsession and ruthless social hierarchies dictate your every move. So that basically describes the motivation for people to get plastic surgery, but I want to also know how it affects people psychologically, how it can affect them emotionally, and does it actually create any changes in people's relationship with others. And so I'm really hoping that this book helps me dip my toes into that. Yeah, so that's book number 4. Book number 3 is song number 3, sorry, not book. Song number 3, I'm sure that a lot of Filipino viewers know this song. It's called God Sent by Ben and Ben, and it's such a lovely and sweet song. And actually, any song by them is just so beautiful, so soothing, and whether you're Filipino or not, I think it's a band that you should check out. You can always, find translation of the lyrics, which is not which isn't too bad, and you can always appreciate the music even if you don't understand the words. So the book I chose for this, I actually chose 2 books because I was not sure which one I would want to get to first. But the first choice is The Bird Giant by Kazuo Ishiguro. I really hope I pronounced that right. So this is a book about a couple who are searching for their lost son, and the back of the book says they cannot foresee how their journey will reveal to them dark and forgotten corners of their love for one another. And I thought that was simply beautiful, and it drew me in. That's what makes me want to read this book. I want to see how love is explored when you are in search of another person that you love, who feels like, a missing piece from both of you. Can love survive that? So yeah, it sounds so pretentious of me to say that, but that's why I want to read this book. It sounds really good. The second choice I have, simply because of the title, God Sent. I'm like, okay, Circe by Madeline Miller, because goddesses, and I've heard a lot of people talk about this. I have not read the Song of Achilles. Should I read that first before I get to Circe? Let me know. Song number 2. I don't know why I keep saying. Alright, so song number 2, pretty sure a lot of people would have this on their Spotify rap. It's Cardigan by Taylor Swift. So this song, I interpreted it as a sort of lost romance or lost dreams, and because I was just choosing from my physical library. I don't want to get any book from the the public library. I didn't want to buy new books, so I sort of twisted it a bit or reshaped the meaning to be something about lost childhood dreams, or childhood dreams getting broken. And basically I chose My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell. So this is a book about a woman who had been assaulted when she was a student at was it high school? She was 15 years old when it happened. And throughout the entire a relationship, throughout the entire assault, she had this belief that it was just a romance. It was actually a relationship, but as more allegations come up against the professor, she begins to realize, or it sort of takes a very painful peeling off of the do I say, rose colored glasses. But she begins to see that what had happened to her was not right, that it was assault, that it was actually abuse. And normally I don't pick up books that talk about sexual abuse because, as someone who survived it, it's hard for me to read that without getting triggered. But a lot of people have been talking about this book, and for me, the interest lies in how she unravels or how she comes to terms with it as an adult, because that is something I'm still dealing with and something I am still trying to understand. And I very much would like to see it from the perspective of another, albeit, this person or the main character is fictional. Still, the circumstances are very much not. So I think among all the books, this might be the first that I will pick up. Yeah. Number 1 is not a surprise, but it's also like, oh my god, are you okay? It's Too Sad to Cry by Sasha Sloan. And I'm like, why? This does not reflect my life, but it's number 1. But yeah, maybe that's just what whole 2020 was for me. Oh god. All right, so the book that I chose for Too Sad to Cry is called A Lonely Girl is a Dangerous Thing by Jessie Tu. I admit I don't know much about this book. I don't think I have heard anyone talk about it, but it explores loneliness in modern times, about a woman who seemingly has it all. She's a violent prodigy, a child prodigy. However, despite having that amazing professional life, she's still so very lonely. And this book explores how female desire and consequences. It says here, consequences of wanting too much and never getting it. It is about the awkwardness and pain of being human in an increasingly dislocated world. It honestly feels so what is that word? So relevant to how things are right now. In the sense, I'm not prodigy, but the whole feeling lonely despite having everything in a way, and wanting this, the whole desires of wanting, I want this, I want that, I want this, but it never really fulfills you. So I would like to see how the author tackles this, and am I gonna relate to the character? That's my biggest question right now. But we'll see. Of course, at the end of, if I finish these books early, I will make a video about them, talk about them. Whether do you want me to have it as a single video where I discuss each book, or would you prefer having dedicated reviews for the books? So let me know. Very awkward first YouTube video, but overall I'm pretty happy with what I have recommended, and hopefully you choose to pick up these books as well. So yes, here they are. Yay! So hopefully you have a good day, and don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to click the bell if you want to be notified about new videos. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, my blog as well, where yes, and let me know if you want to see the whole top 10 Spotify list, which I'll post on the blog rather than here. So if you made it through this video, please leave a little cat emoji down, in the comments, and let me know what you think. Let me know what you would like to see. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Hunt down your dreams. Bye.